consequences for Ukraine, teetering as it is on the edge of collapse. On Thursday alone, the currency of the hryvnia sank 30% after the central bank said it would no longer use its foreign currency reserves to support it. Well, with me is Hunder, who's the director of Ukrainian Institute. What's it like living in Ukraine at the moment? I'm talking, obviously, not talking about eastern Ukraine, because obviously that's horrific, but the rest of the country, what's it like?
Well, it's a country that's at war. So what we've seen the invasion of Russia, Russian troops on the ground, and it's having a massive effect on the economy. As you mentioned, the hryvnia, the local currency, it's nosedived. The value of the purchasing power is down. So it's having a massive effect on all businesses.
Inflation then, I presume?
Inflation high.
What sort of levels have we got?
I mean, we're talking double digits. We're talking double-digit inflation, and interest rates have gone up again to 19% yesterday.
For all products? I mean, what about ordinary foodstuffs? Because that must be locally sourced.
Well, locally sourced. I mean, bread was traditionally, I remember still it's like 1 or 2 hryvnia. Now today it's 6 hryvnia. So it's had a big increase. Pharmaceuticals, anything that's imported has if it's the price is fixed to the dollar or the euro, then obviously it rises very, very quickly.
What about trade? What about exports? Because surely with a low hryvnia, there must be an opportunity of things like agricultural exports.
Yes.
Because obviously agriculture hasn't been that badly affected, because a lot of that is in the western.
Well, agriculture's all over, including the west, including the east, and we've seen all the big traders, the ABCDs of the trading in the agro sector. But also, I mean, sunflower oil, Ukraine is #1 in the world. Sunflower, corn, wheat, other grains. So that's still there. It's there. I mean, it's been a very good harvest. This year was a good harvest. Next year, the forecast is a good harvest also. So the exports in the grain, in the agriculture business is very good. And we are seeing interest still very much from the investors into the agricultural business.
Really? Are foreigners still interested in investing in Ukraine?
Well, we're seeing some of the big investment funds or some of the speculative, they're looking when it's going to hit rock bottom. Are we at rock bottom? We're getting there, I think, and that's why we're seeing interest when investors are actually looking closely what happens, especially now with the speculation of a potential peace deal. So, you know, the forecast is in the next 2 years, the economy could do well, and we could see growth in Ukrainian economy over the next 2 years. I mean, short term, you know, it's bad, and likely.
It depends so much on what happens today as well.
Absolutely. I mean, it depends what happens. You know, once the war is over, then that's really when we can see the pickup.
Andy, thanks very much indeed. Andy Hunder there.